It's a stream. It's a stream with your best friend Axel. Just your best buddy just doing a stream with his buddies. Oh, look at that! Now when we do the announcement, we get the nice big Funny Humor logo. That's fun and nice. Okay, let's just play the game a bit until people start trickling in, like raindrops. Sup Choco, sup Eric. Today we're gonna add a new weapon, one of Engel's new weapons. That's gonna be fun and cool, and hopefully fun and cool. Do you see that dodging? Oof. Pretty good at this game. I think the ability ready sounds are a bit too loud right now. Yeah, that's too loud. Oh, he had two little flowers right next to him. Did you see that? Good folks. Did you see that? Stop Yellow. A strange time for a stream. I'm on holiday break, so I can stream whenever I fucking want. It's pretty weird though, I agree with that. And I'm sorry about that too. What? How did these guys not jump up when I was fighting? Oh wait! This was probably... it didn't spawn a flower grunt here. Or flower turret. Ah, yeah. Someone playing badly. Oh yeah, I polished the skeleton weapons a little bit. I can show you guys that. I'm gonna get out of this script though. I can do whatever. Your holiday? I thought, yeah, we can do whatever we want, and it can be as weird as we want. So one thing I polished was the one shot. I did a pass on the bullet and explosion, so it looks less bad. It leaves a little trail of smoke, and it has a nice little explosion too. So looks much better in my opinion. Before it was like some big dark clouds that was disappearing too slowly. It just looked kind of weird. Yes, I'm always updating the game to be less bad. I also changed the crossbone, the little trail of skeleton magic for the bone bow as well. It just looks a bit nicer, you know, less bad. Look at that. It's a nice... Before it was... particles were at my feet, and it was so many particles that you just looked a bit too much. But I like this. Kind of spaced out. And also I changed so when you hit an enemy with the bone bow and it doesn't split, and it has a little effect. Like you can see the emeralds on the ground. it's just little things like that, you know, just polishing. But today we're gonna add a new weapon. And we're gonna add... Let me show you my screen. What the hell is going on? Spotify started playing. There seems to be quite many weapons in the game. I haven't been counting, but I hope that there's not too many. It might get a little confusing. I think we're gonna have quite a bit of weapons, but it's gonna be a lot of upgrading. No, not upgrading, but unlocking. So as you play and you get materials in the game, you will unlock weapons. So from the start, it's not gonna be a lot of weapons, but as you play, you're going to unlock more and more. So that way it hopefully doesn't get confusing, because it gets introduced to you at a steady pace and not just all weapons at the same time. Because I agree that's not the best way to do it. But we're gonna add the Scrappy today. And it looks like this, it shoots like that. Nice, and it reloads like this. I think the main thing is that regardless of how many weapons there are, each weapon has a distinct personality, because even in Dark Souls, a longsword and a broadsword have extremely different personalities. Yeah, definitely. So we want to have, for example, submachine guns. We want to have like very common submachine guns that are not very good, and then a higher rarity, and they are stronger, and etc, etc, and they have special perks to them. But yeah, for sure, every weapon should have its own personality, and I think we've kept that up so far. I think so. So let's make this weapon into pixels. First step of a good weapon is making it pixels. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot of weapons. I mean, already now there's quite a bit of weapons, and we have only just started. It's really fast to add a weapon as well. It just takes about a day to animate it and add it to the game. We have a good system in, which is really helpful. Why did I not open the program? Answer me this, riddle me that. So let's do no, let's just add this in. Why is this? Wait. Stupid. I'm going to remove some of these old sprites because face. Can you guys hear that Windows bling? Does it pierce your soul? It does. So weapons, it's a submachine gun, it's scrappy, and let's start with the shoots. Should we rename this, because now it's scrap, but it's in the scrappy folder? Yeah, let's name this. It's consistent. And then let's create a folder. Let's call this reload. Let's create a folder, call it shoot. Reload, shoot. Am I on the right branch? No, I'm on master. Idiot. But I don't think I lost any work. Oh yeah, but I'm on an old branch now. Oh shit, can I merge without committing? Can I? I actually have no idea what kind of a game Voidigo is going to be. Like, is it going to have levels, or is it survival with waves of enemies, or huh? Oh, it says in the description. Yeah, the description is probably pretty old though, but it's gonna be kinda it's not gonna be waves, it's gonna be room-to-room combat, as well as being able to enter different houses, etc. And then it's going to have a lot of that Binding of Isaac, enter the gungeon setup where you find power-ups as you play, and weapons as you play. And when you die, you get to take all the materials you find in the game, which we haven't added yet, but that's what Walter is working on with the inventory. But everything is gonna drop materials. And when you're round end, you get to take all these materials back to your base and then craft new things to spawn in the world. And that's kind of how the progression system will work. So hopefully that's fun and cool. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of quests, kinda. When you go to the lair, there's gonna be characters saying, giving you quests, basically. And then you go into the world and you do this at the same time as you collect materials to further progress the game. I think it's gonna be really fun. Hope so. This is the pixel version of the weapon. Look at that. Look at that. That's a good ass weapon. Not too tiny details. Sounds pretty fun and cool. Gotta just add content so it won't get too repetitive. Yes, for sure. I mean, we're gonna have different worlds and mini bosses and bosses, and it's gonna be random every time as well. So hopefully the replayability will be really high. I mean, right now we have one area and maybe 4 enemies because we haven't focused on content yet. Content comes after we add all of the important functions, etc. But once all of that is in, I think doing more content is gonna be really easy. And the game is going to explode at that point, I think. In the means of replayability and all that. What's up, Waltz? Do you wanna join in? You wanna dev voice it up? Will there be an end game? I'm not sure. I mean, we're always gonna up the difficulty, so the end game would just be really difficult. Kinda like in how Binding of Isaac you unlock characters that make it super hard in the end. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine, Walter. This is the... Yeah, and this looks really good as well. Nice. I'm adding the scrappy weapon today, Walter. That's fun. Now I can stop doing 10 FPS. Now we're back to 60 FPS, baby. Okay, so this is a submachine gun, new folder, scrappy. Now it's pretty big area around the weapon, but maybe that doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't matter, because that's just gonna disappear anyways. Wow, it looks really heavy. Like the shooting, you guys are not seeing it. but you're gonna see it in game later. So there will be a final boss, so to speak. Yes, there will. There will be many bosses. There will be a story as well, but it's gonna be pretty intrusive, pretty non-intrusive. Like you unlock fragments of the story, kinda, where Rupert tells you, and it's like a nice cutscene, etc. So there's definitely gonna be like a red thread to the whole thing. It's not just gonna be gameplay. And really looking forward to that. Still have no idea how we're gonna do the cutscenes nicely, since you can't really import videos into Game Maker. Stop rain. Oh yeah, we need to add this to the weapon texture group. I'm still not sure if we want to split the weapon group into worlds, maybe. What's up, Vadim? How's it going? Okay, let's make a new config script for this weapon. Haven't added a new weapon in a long time. Oh, the configs should be split into the same as the sprites here. I'm gonna add a to-do for that, but that's not a fun thing to do on the stream though. Add weapon groups in script weapon script config folders. That's one of the things that we need to do, because otherwise it's gonna be crazy as we add more weapons. Oh, did you fix the sorting? Let's have a look at this team. How would I show this nicely? Oh, that's perfect. Is the sorting hard to do with a DS list? That's really cool though. That's great job. Ages to Jiminy Criminy. Yeah, just some loops. That's good. You're finishing an external code editor thingy for GMS. Cool. Rad. Always have some cool stuff up your sleevey. Let's make a new folder here for the config. Let's call it Scrappy. Not how you spell it. Let's just copy the micro config for now. Okay, so we have this scrappy shoot. No, that's not how you. Oh, it doesn't have weapon in the name. Okay, let's add that. Weapons. Maybe just W for wep. It's time to start shortening these names, I think. Do we need SMG in the end? I don't think. Have you developed any games earlier, Walter Axel? Yes, I've worked on a couple of AAA games. We haven't made games together yet, though. Well, we made one looting. Okay, Walter says all the things I'm gonna say. That's fine, that's fine. So, how much damage do we want the Scrappy to do? It should do a bit more than the micro because it shoots lower. Maybe 8. Clip size of maybe half of the micro. How much ammo do you start with? Maybe 80. How much ammo maximum? Maybe 200. What's the offset? What was the offset? How far away the muzzle is, I think. It will be if we're at 50 now, it's at 71. So around 20. Shoot on frames? No. Rarity should probably be... Wait. 20? Does that mean 20%? This one is probably a bit not as rare. Maybe 50. Reload frame. Let's see, where do we reload in the animation? When is it basically finished reloading? Maybe 70. Revolver bullet we can probably go with for this one. Might want to animate a new right, but I think we're fine. Probably a bit less spread than the micro. Maybe 15. The speed of the bullets. I think 15 to 20 is probably good. Shooting only one bullet. Range. Probably a bit longer than the micro. Spread. Yeah, we already fixed that. Recoil, maybe a bit more than the SMG. Because we don't shoot as often. Wait. What is this offset up here, Walter? You know? Oh, we should probably get away that. No! Why did it... Did the Discord chat just funk up? Yeah, Discord doesn't work. No, my internet doesn't work. Maybe I'm live now. I think I'm live now. Jesus fuck. That sucked. I was out for internet so long that I felt like I would never find my way back. Well, let's see if people see that I'm live again. Let's see if I'm even live. Zero viewers, but I am live, alright. I think. Well, I am live again. Can people see me? That's all I ask. All I ask is for people to see me. I think people see me. Yes, Yellow sees me. Nice. Jesus Christ. Why would Santa Claus remove my internet in this trying time? Santa Claus, you piece of shit. Santa Claus, you piece of shit. Okay, so this is where we are at so far. That's not scrappy. Look at this. It's the same colors as the double revolver. It's one of the pig weapons. That's the yeah, that's it. Yeah, it feels good. Look at this. They're a bit slower than the other one, but a bit stronger. It's pretty good. So let's add some sounds to it. I think adding it, the pigs might be interesting because it's not super strong. So I think using it as one of the pig weapons could be interesting. And I think you probably start with a bit too much ammo because this one goes forever. So let's tweak that. Let's tweak it to be clip size. It feels pretty good. Probably not playing music and okay, yeah. Okay, so if we have a clip size of 10, then maybe we want to change the max ammo. How many times? 8 clips or 8? Yeah, I did. I did add the weapon, but I'm trying to figure out a good ammo amount. Maybe 60 and 160, 180. I'm not sure if you knew about this, Walter, but I also added a /wep update command. So you can update the weapons and live code them. It's really helpful. Scrappy. So now you get 60 ammo when you first get it. Yeah, I really like the look of it. But yeah, I think this weapon would be interesting for the pigs to have. Especially since it fits with the double revolver theme as well. Yeah, it feels good. Yes, I'm finally back. It took forever. Okay, let's start adding the sounds for these. For that. I'm just gonna add a to-do here because we need to do the weapon type folders in weapon sound folder. Another one of those fun things that you have to do but might not actually be fun. I lied. Ba-ba-dum. I didn't read that you said walk the dog shit. Pretty funny. Okay, let's make a new folder for Scrappy. And Engen has already done a pass on the sounds with this. I'll show you guys my screen and we can listen to them. Just for fun. Weapons. Yeah, these should probably be in the type folders as well. Otherwise it's gonna be hard to find. Okay, so this is sounds. Good sounds. Let's add them in. Remove this stupid ass prefix. Thank you, Game Maker. And at this point we can start compiling. Do you have an inventory on the game? Yeah, Walter is actually working on it right now. A temp version with all the logic, and then we're gonna do a polish pass on it. But Walter has worked on the inventory this week, so we're gonna have one. It is pretty cool. If you join our Discord, you can see some GIFs of it. If you like, the link to our Discord is in the description. Cat. Okay. Give yourself a Scrappy. Whoa, there we go. Okay, so let's start with adding the shoot sounds. Let's see how those sound. You guys ready? They didn't change. Why didn't they change? Said it reloaded that one. We did the whip update. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a nice sound. Cool. Now let's see if we can add all of the reload sounds. This one is usually a bit harder. Let's open up this guy here. You guys see that? Okay, we'll scrub here. If we remember 50, 60. We have a reload hatch. I guess that is the first sound we play when this one goes out. No, that would be the reload arm 1. We start with the reload arm 1. Wait, does this actually... Yeah, it does. So that is on frame 7. And it goes out like that. And then... Oh, and here we have the hatch. So on frame 10 we would play the hatch. Next one is probably Yeah, here. Reload arm 2. Sounds like that. Would be frame 17. And then we have all the bullets at 21. I think that sounds... I'm not sure if it's a bit too long. We'll have to see. What's up, Owen? How's it going? But that's frame 21. And then we pour out all the bullets. Blah, blah, blah. And then we probably have a robot arm sound here again. On frame 57. And then we go, then we close it. Reload close. Yeah. And that's frame 64. Maybe actually, yeah, let's try 64. Okay, so if we try these sounds, see how that works. I think I have to restart here. Whoops, crappy. Yeah. Cool. Look at that. So one thing I might want to do is when it's pouring out ammo there, we also spawn some that fall down on the floor. Yeah, let's do that. I think that will be fun. This one is 50, 60. So we would do it between frame, yeah, 23 and to 23 to 59. Just open a notepad to write that down. 23 to 59. Da, 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 da. So it would be instance on reload frame. Let's go into another weapon where we have one of those and just copy it. And we're probably, yeah, we're gonna do a new instance for this, but let's just use this old one for now. So 23, the question is where do we want to spawn them? Come on. And it would spawn a bit to the right, so maybe 5 and minus, no, 5 and 3. And then maybe we spawn another one at the 30. Basically the same place. Then maybe we spawn one at 40. That's the same place basically. And then one at 50. Maybe this one is a bit higher up. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, look at that. But it seems like it's spawning in pretty bad places. Yeah, a bit too much to the left. So it would be maybe a 10. Why not? Will there be a laser rainbow gun? I don't know. I don't know. Can we do a whip update without having to? No. Yeah, that seems to be a bit better placed. It's a bit too low. Oh, I think I might have misunderstood the Y here. Maybe it should be minus. I think it has to be. Web update. Yeah, now it's perfectly placed. I wanna try my ulti. I think the sound when they are pouring down is a bit too loud. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that one is a fun one to use with your ulti. That's a fun one. Okay, let's make a new instance for the bullets that we spawn. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a folder for this one too. Jesus. Okay, Scrappy. Duplicate this guy. Let's call it object particle Scrappy bullet. Scrappy shell? No. Can? No. What is the word for bullets now again? Not canisters, not cabisters, not calisters. Canisters. Casings. Thank you. Let's do all script part, crappy casings. Make a new script up here. Now we should be ready to live code this. Let's just copy the code we have for the shell we used as a default temp thing. Okay, but GameMaker is frozen now though. That's cool. Rabadam-bam. This is a good game and it's fun. Use some marketing. I'm trying to sneak in some marketing every now and then. You know. It helps. You should try it now at Christmas when you're with your family. Just sneak in some marketing for Voidigo. Maybe when you're reaching for that Janssons frestelse, you could say, this tastes as good as Voidigo. That's a little tip for you guys. Man, still compiling, huh? I'm sorry, I'm just writing a message. Okay. Okay. So now we are... What are we doing? Right, we're adding the new reload thing. Yeah, right now it spawns a bunch of micro clips, and that's not what we want. Even though it leaves a cool trail behind us. That's not the kind of trail we want. So let's go into reload shells here and let's just copy. We don't need the sound, we need this. We need the bits. We can remove this, I guess. And let's make it a bit random. Let's do an SP random range, and maybe we want to spawn 1 bullet up to 4 bullets for each impact or each impulse of these ones. Maybe we want them to not lie around for too long, 2 seconds. That's probably a good amount though. We have a random range here, so that's good. We have plus 30 here because we have minus 15 down here. That makes sense in its own little way. Should it be this? No, it should always fall downwards. So direction, we don't need this. Direction equals, what would that be, 270? Do we have a Z speed here? Is that this? Z speed. We want that to probably be 0 to 1. Let's just see how that looks. Oh, that's true. Now it's flying that way. Oh, that's true. We don't really want to have a speed at all, I think. Here's the speed. Let's actually set the speed to 0. Let's do direction is actually... We can probably don't need a specific direction. Instead, let's do SP random 360. It can go all the different ways. However, the speed is really low, so 0 to 1 maybe. Stop familiar. Try that. Yeah, that looks better. Now it almost feels like it's a bit sloppy. But it feels like it's not in the same... why is that? There's something I'm doing wrong here. Bam, bip, bow. Bam, bip, bow. Bam, bip, bow. That's true. I actually want the X and Y of the player. How will we do this? How will we do this? I'm the only one watching on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do this. So the problem right now, if I'm opening Paint, and I can just show you guys what I'm thinking about. So if I have my weapon here, this is my... Oh, that's a bad weapon. If I have my weapon here, this is a great weapon. And we have the player here. Then we're spawning here, our bullet. But that is actually, if the grid here is in 3D, our character is standing here, but the bullet will be on the ground, kinda here. Doesn't really make sense. So what we want is the bullet to be here, and then moved up in Z. But I'm not really sure how to do that, because if the weapon is aiming upwards, then we have a different calculation to do from here. Maybe the way we want to do it. Yeah, another one watching. I'm glad to hear, haha. You do have some sort of Z for bullets, yes? Yeah, I do, but I'm still spawning it in the air in Y. So if I'm doing plus 30 here and minus 15 in Z, because Z is doubled for some reason. You heard my marketing tips? Yes. I think everybody loved it. I think what I need to do is probably just I mean, I think this is actually fine. Oh wait, I'm showing the wrong thing. Here we go. You could do a length there, XY, to get that offset for it to be at the right point of the rotated weapon. Yeah, I just don't want to do too much calculations inside of the bullets, but I think it's probably not that important. It's just no one is gonna notice anyways. I think the way it is right now is perfectly fine. Now you're leaving a kind of a trail behind you, but the sound is way too loud though. But yeah, as you're reloading, you're leaving a little trail of bullets behind you, which is cool. I love a trail of bullets. But maybe we want to tweak the speed a little bit. How would that look? Yeah, feels good. Now it flies a bit further away, so and let's also make the friction, and let's tweak the weight a little bit here. So if we have a higher friction and also a bit of a random range on the weight and the friction, why not? Let's try that. Yeah, it's a good reload. 4 shows. Oh, now I'm out of ammo though. No, kinda want the friction to be a bit lower than that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now it's more of a... you kinda roll on the floor after you reload. But yeah, but it feels good to use, for sure. A Twitter win? Yeah. It's also a lot of fun when you're shooting and the casings fly up in the air. And check this out, guys, check this out. I wanna go to somewhere with a bunch of enemies though. Is this all the enemies left? No, here we go. It feels good. And now I'm out of weapon. Oh, wait. So when you're out of ammo and you use your ulti, you get more ammo. Did you know about that, Walter? I had no idea. Is that something we want to do? I'm not sure. Well, I mean, could be interesting. So now I'm out of ammo, and if I use my ulti, I have one more clip. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think it's an interesting little extra thing to that weapon, or to Thresh's ult. One thing though, yeah, one clip was filmed. Okay, how does the screen shake feel? It feels a bit too weak, I think, the screen shake. Let's tweak that. We want it to feel heavy and cool. Oh. Where is the... there we go. So maybe... 10. Oh, that's way too much. Half of that, maybe? Yeah, what's up, Wards? Oh, still too much. I'm getting hungry. Oh, but I already fixed the screen shake stacking. Right now you can't stack it over a limit. But that should have been in the build when you guys tried it out though. But it's just a number, I mean, it's easy to just add more. Or a harder limit. This I think is pretty good. Weapon further down? Yeah, we could try that. Let's try pushing it down a little bit further, so... well, maybe? So like that? Yeah, I think that feels good. It's like in the line with the shoulder, basically. But it's so loud, that one sound though. Can I tweak it from here? Wait. Oh, that's not doing anything. We have it? Do I actually hear that in game? I'm not sure. Enter the Gungeon is fun, yeah. I think my main issue is the momentum of the gameplay. Like it's so slow going through the first room, the first level again. But yeah, I like it. I played a lot of hours, I think. How many hours did I play? 62. Yeah, I made it to the last boss a couple of times, but I haven't won yet. Let's see if this fixes the... Oh yeah, it does. Why doesn't it show? Come on, show up. Show up, come on. There we go. Yeah, so much better. Okay, cool. I'm super hungry now. That whole... this looks really weird. Look at this. It's like... The mud is following this long one all the way down here. It's weird. But that's not in the new level gen, so guys, don't worry about it. It's already fixed. Man, this is so good. But yeah, I'm really liking this new weapon. Feels nice, sounds nice. It's fun. I think it would definitely be a good big weapon for show. No, come on. When that happens, Walter, you should get your cooldown back. So if you miss or if you hit the wall, then you get to do it again right after. It feels so random. Sometimes I get a super OP weapon and sometimes I get nothing. Yeah, I agree. That's a problem in Binding of Isaac too. I know that when doing the later things, like the super hard characters, then I just reset it until I got a good first item. Because otherwise it was just, you couldn't do anything. Because it was stacked against you, if you didn't have that super luck. So there needs to be a set couple of rules. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We got another weapon. That's how easy it is. Easy to add new weapons. New fun weapons in the game. What up? See you guys next time. Bye and hello, welcome back, Owen. See you, everyone.